This is the video for Lab 4C, studying two-part motion. Now, as always, go into my Google Classroom and find the intro PowerPoint and copy down the information into your packet, because that will make answering the questions at the end of this Edpuzzle much easier. So for example, right now what you should do is make a prediction. Now what we have is a curved track where it has an incline and then it ends up flat. And what you want to do is make a prediction of what the graph will look like for a speed versus time graph. Remember, your prediction does not have to be right. We're going to end up testing it. The only way you can lose points on something like that is by not making a prediction. So this is going to be the general setup. We have the track on the fourth hole up. I will already have the track set up so it's bent. I just have to reconnect how they were put together. And we will use two photo gates. You'll have the car like always. And what you are going to do is run the car down a bunch of times. And this first photo gate A is the one that gets the red cord. That one is not going to move. But photo gate B, what you're going to do is move it down through a lot of different positions as the lab goes on. And right now, the way it's set up, there's 5 centimeters in between these two photo gates. So after you run it once, you're going to move it down to the next spot down. And now there's going to be 10 centimeters in between. This will be 15, 20, 25, 30. We can't connect it here, but that's 35, 40, 45. We can connect it here, so you'll have 50, 55, and so on. And you can go into the classroom and it's going to have something like this in here. It's going to tell you all of the spots we were going to test it. So we're going to run it down to where there's the distance of 75 centimeters between the two photo gates. It's going to give you ideas of how you do the calculations and what we're going to graph. Now when you are running these down the track, the cars, you have to take a little bit of extra care on this one because this first photo gate is higher up than usual. So when you put the car down, it is going to start that timer, right? I broke that beam. So before you run it down, you want to hit 0 again. Make sure you 0 it out before you run it down. And it's going to give you a TA, a TB, and a TAB. Right? And then when you move it back down, when you move B, remember, when you put the car down, it's breaking that beam, so make sure you keep hitting 0 before you run it down. And that's really the main thing you have to remember for running this lab. Other than that, it's just moving the photo gate and running it down each time. Now, when you are done, you are going to graph it. And again, go to the Google Classroom so you can copy down the X and Y axis and what the numbers are that you want for it and the title. And in terms of collecting data, that's really all there is to it.